As you all know that DXN Clinic has started this initiative to provide product training and also these in-depth product training and how they will support the market, with this information. When you know what are the products which are there in the market, how you can use them, what are the benefits of those products, and how you can integrate those products in your daily life and how you can benefit from them. That is one of the major thing and one of the most important thing which will improve your health, right? Your family's health, your so people who are around you, it will help them as well. So that is why it is such an important thing for us to be aware of all the things which we are doing, because when the decisions are made consciously in awareness, then only the results are something fruitful and good, right? So that is why we have started this initiative from DXN Clinics, and there has been a little change in the like how these master classes will work. Usually, what earlier we were doing was we were doing two master classes every week, one on Saturday in Hindi and one on Sunday in English. But now what we have decided is uh, we will do these master classes every alternate week in Hindi and every alternate week in English on Saturdays itself. So one Saturday, the same topic in Hindi, and the next Saturday, the same topic in English, so that it becomes a little easier to like digest as well, to understand all these concepts, and it becomes a little easier for the DXN clinics and our team as well, right? So this has been a little change. So last week we did a masterclass on cordyceps and in Hindi, and today we are doing the same topic, the cordyceps and how and all the cordyceps in English, right? So we will quickly start this session. Just let me know if you all are ready, and just tell me how energetic you are to attend this session and gain the knowledge. On a scale of 1 to 10, just comment 1 to 10 how much energetic you are. uh, Let me see your excitement. When the teacher sees the excitement, right, it also becomes easier for them to teach. So don't shy away to show the excitement which you all have, right? 10. Okay, perfect, good. So uh, today the topic, which is cordyceps. Now cordyceps is not a very common herb. This is a very hard to find, very rare herb. It is like gold, right? Like how, and we are not comparing it with gold because of the price, the costing of cordyceps. We are comparing it with the gold because of its rarity, right? Because how rare it is. Earlier in the olden days, what used to happen, people used to go out to find this herb cordyceps, the mushroom. So this is also a kind of a fungus, like just like Ganoderma lucidum rice. It's also a mushroom which grows in the wild, and it is very rare and yet very effective. So uh, people used to go out to hunt for these herbs, these mushrooms, these fungus during the season, and very rarely they used to find a very limited, in the limited amount. That is why it was only preserved for the top class, for the rich class, for the affluent people, for the kings and for the prosperous people, right? But now we have the technology, we have the knowledge, and we have the environment in which we can create all these herbs, and we can provide it with the same environment which it used to be grown in naturally, right? And we can grow it artificially in the labs, right? And we can have big farms where we can grow these in the controlled environment, providing it the same environment in which it grows naturally, the same kind of nutrition, right? And which is why in the ancient time, how rare it was. Now we can easily access it with the right technology. But you know how these things are, and how these things help with the energy, right? There is a question, there was a story, right? A king asks three people, like, okay, so what is the secret for a long life? One person replies, it is the energy, right? Second person replies that it is your breath, right? And the third person replies, it is your strength. And all these three things are very much affected by cordyceps, right? It supports all these three things. It supports our oxygen, our breath, right? It supports our strength. It helps us become more, even more stronger, right? And it also it also helps producing this maintaining the life force, the pran, and the ojas, the shi, the energy of the body. It helps with that as well. So cordyceps is such a great herb that in DXN we have multiple products made out of it. So that is how amazing of a herb it is, right? So let's just start with today's session, and we can before starting today's session, one more interesting anecdote I would like to tell you is like how in the 1993 in the national game of China, there was this Chinese athlete who broke 9 world records in single championship, right? So this athlete was Wang Zhong. Wang Zhong. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name. But in one single championship, she broke 9 world records, right? And it is not any days, and anyone can. It's not like anyone can get up and break world records. And these world records were standing for more than like 5 or 10 years, right? They were standing for so many years, unbeaten, unbroken. And this one lady, she gets up from China and she broke 9 world records in a single championship. So obviously the authorities, they started questioning, they started getting suspicious. They thought maybe this athlete is doping, they are using some kinds of steroids or some kind of things which are improving their performance, in performance enhancement drugs they are using. But even after authorities investigated, they could not find any type of steroid use. They could not prove any kind of doping, right? They could not, it did not even signal to any performance enhancing drug. But what came out was that this athlete and many athletes of China, what they were doing, they were training in high altitude area, right? They were having TCM as a backbone for medicines and their health, right? And they were using one specific herb, all of them which were they were using, which was cordyceps, right? So at that time it became very well known to the western world, like, okay, so there is this fungus, this mushroom, the cordyceps, which helps people gain strength, like which helps athlete in enhancing their performance, right? And uh, that is the time when the western world started looking into TCM and all these herbs, right? And specifically cordyceps. But these Chinese athletes, they have been using these herbs and a lot of more herbs which they are using for past centuries, which is helping them with all these specific things, which is helping them in the games. You see how many Olympic medals we have from China, and now even from the West, we have US. They have also a lot of Olympic and these medals, right? So, but how these things work is the cordyceps. So we'll just start with the uh, right. Okay. So how cordyceps work is it improves your oxygen utilization, right? It enhances your lung capacity, right? So all these things are which help us improve our performance, right? So all the drugs which are there to increase your performance, they also work in on these kinds of thing, right? They enhances certain parts of your body, the metabolism and all those things. And this herb can naturally do that, right? So that is why a lot of athletes of China, they are using it, they were using it. And since TCM is also such a great subject, we have recently started Shanghai Lun, a series where Dr. Lim and Dr. Rajesh are going through all those TCM concepts. So TCM is kind of based on Shanghai Lun, right? So we are studying Shanghai Lun every Sunday and Saturday in the morning, right? So you can find it in the SIF Studios WhatsApp community. You can find those, and we can learn all these TCM concepts from directly from Dr. Lim as well. Okay, moving on. For today's masterclass, we have cordyceps, right? So this masterclass is not only to inform you about this herb, because you can then buy these products, right? This is to tell you how these ancient wisdom, herb, the herb is improving your life force, right? It can increase your longevity, right? And how this traditional and science, when they come together, how beneficial they can be in the modern world for all of us, right? So that is why information and awareness of all these things needs to be there, right? So what is cordyceps? When we talk about cordyceps, we most of us know that it is a powerful herb, but it is actually a fungus, and it's a parasitic fungus. Like how naturally it grows in the wild is this fungus. This infects this as a parasite, attacks a host, right? And within that host, it starts multiplying, and then it takes over it. The host dies, and then it starts growing out from that. So majorly, it is used in traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, and even in the northern part of India, in the Himalayan region, a lot of people can be heard talking about it. It is called Kida Jadi, and there are well, a lot more type of names for this herb. I think you guys will also be having few names which you guys will be using for this, right? If you have any unique name which you know about cordyceps, just drop them in the comments so all of us can know about that as well. And this is a very like rare and very precious. As I told you, it is compared with this the gold, like of how rare it is. That is why it is called equivalent of gold. It is a natural gold, right? Himalayan gold it is also called sometime, right? So it helps heal, right? It helps protect your life force, right? It helps energize your life force. It helps balance your body, right? So uh, how this herb is grown, right? It is grown in the Himalayan region, right? So in the Himalaya, the airs are very thin. It is grown in the mountain high altitude area. The air is very thin, the climate is very harsh, and what affects is that it then helps that herb grow in such a way that it helps us with all those things. Like it helps with survival because it has been grown in such a way, in such an area that it needs to survive there. It is very hard for it to survive, and it has been grown in Himalayas. That's why it helps us survive. Then it is a very good adaptogen as well. It helps us adapt very nicely, right? It helps us increase our strength. It makes us strong in the muscular strength, the stamina, the stability, and all those things, right? It also helps increase our body's resilience, right? You see, that's why it's also called an adaptogenic herb. Now, adaptogenic does not means that it will help. Sometimes people are also confused what adaptogenic is. Adaptogenic things, they do not tell your body how to fight against all these things. They teach your body how to adapt according to the condition, right? So if like you are getting very stressed, it helps you calm down. It helps regulate your nervous system, right? If you are getting very tired, right, it helps you better with recovery. It helps energize you. If you are feeling very weak, it may help you increase your strength if you consume it properly, regularly. And if sometimes you are falling sick very easily, a lot of diseases you have, it also help improve your immunity, right? So the cordyceps is does not force your body. It helps it train, just like in the gym when there is this trainer which makes you do exercise. It does not force your body. It makes you train so that you can you can adapt to these situation, and you can handle these situation very well yourself, right? Just now, just let me know if whenever you are stressed, so what do you feel in your body, that what is happening whenever you get stressed? How do you think your body is responding to stress? How do you respond to stress? Just let me know. Do you even get stressed? If you get stressed, just raise your hand. Maybe that is also a fun question. Not all people will say that they get stressed easily, right? So how many of you think that, okay, there is stress in life? Yes, okay, there is stress. Okay, yes, I do get stressed. Okay, anyone else? See, stress and all these things are part of life. Everyone faces it, but the more important thing is that how we can handle it. And cordyceps teaches your body how to handle stress. Like it helps regulate your nervous system, which then help you regulate and deal with stress, right? And now these, when we see in the Tibetan region, the monks which are there, they are the people who used to use cordyceps, right? This is the history of cordyceps, um, right? So the Chinese emperor, they used to use cordyceps, and they used to say that it increases their lifespan. It is a longevity herb. You see how why these people used to use this herb, because it used to help them live in those harsh environment, right? It used to give their body that ability to adapt to those harsh and tough environment, right? It used to help their body regulate and recover properly from those harsh environment and all those situations which they were going through, right? When Tibetan monks used to use cordyceps, because whenever they used to meditate, they required energy. Without energy, you cannot meditate. So the monks used to take it. For sitting so long, they used to sit for long hours to meditate. For that also, you require stamina. And cordyceps used to provide you stamina as well. When you meditate, you also need to focus on your breath, right? You need meditation involves a lot of breath work. Many of you will also be knowing how in shunya we have and how we focus on the breath, right? And how we work around the breath. So just like that, those meditation techniques which these monks used to do, it included a lot of breath work. And cordyceps is really good in improving the breath control, the breath stamina, the your capacity, your lung capacity, and all that thing, right? And it also used to help for the longevity, right? And Chinese emperors used to use it because of vitality. It used to increase their vitality. It used to increase their strength, so that they were strong enough to defend off any type of threat which was there for their kingdom, right? It was also a royal medicine. Only the royal people could access it easily. For the common people, it was very hard, right, to find and to afford as well, right? And this cordyceps, this it used to increase their energy, right? And the thing which increases energy, in the ancient time, people only used to think of medicines as things which increases your energy. And what if you eat something and it decreases your energy? They used to call it poison. They had a very simple concept. Whenever you eat something, you take something, it makes you feel good, it increases your energy level, right? So that is a medicine. If you eat something, it makes you feel drowsy, it makes you feel weak, it decreases your energy levels, so it is poisonous. That was a very simple concept of the ancient times, right? And cordyceps used to increase the energy, it used to increase the breath control, right? It used to conserve and preserve and encourage the life force, the she, right? And it that's why it used to called as a longevity herb. Okay, now when we talk about cordyceps, there are different kind of cordyceps. A lot of you will also be knowing that there are multiple types of cordyceps, but specifically there are these two main type: Cordyceps sinensis and Cordyceps militaris. The one which you are seeing on the top with the caterpillar type of thing, that is Cordyceps sinensis, and the other one is Cordyceps militaris, right? So there is a lot of confusion between people, that okay, the one is the only original Cordyceps, the other one is not an original Cordyceps, and it is not as effective, right? Although both of them are Cordyceps, both of them are different types of Cordyceps, but in DXN we do use Cordyceps sinensis instead of Cordyceps militaris. A lot of people say that in Cordyceps militaris, they refer to Cordyceps militaris as the fake Cordyceps, but it is not actually fake. It is just a type of cordyceps which is also available uh, in the market, right? Uh, and DXN uses the cordyceps sinensis for its products. Now, concepts of Ayurveda and TCM for this cordyceps, right? They say that cordyceps is a rasayan. Now, rasayan is something which helps you rejuvenate. You can take regularly. It is not categorized as medicine, which you only take when you have certain disease, right? The rasayan is something which you can take for rejuvenation as well, right? It helps build your ojas. Now, ojas is your life immunity, right? In Ayurveda, we call it ojas, right? It used to build your ojas. It used to conserve your prana, your breath, right? It used to increase and boost your shi, the energy, the life force, and the essence of life, jing. So these are the concepts about cordyceps in Ayurveda and TCM, right? So you know how cordyceps in both the system in Ayurveda and TCM, it is called as energy booster, right? It is called as immunity booster and longevity supporter. So it definitely increases your strength, your immunity, your vitality, it helps improve stamina, and it is definitely a longevity herb, the longevity supporter, because it is how it is not a coincidence that Ayurveda, the ancient medical system of India, subcontinent India, and the traditional Chinese medicine, both of them say that one herb have these similar characteristics. So that is definitely not a coincidence, and definitely they have a lot of similarity, and one of the very powerful and one of the very effective herb, the cordyceps which we have, right? Now, when we talk about active compounds in cordyceps, we have cordyspine. So this helps with the cellular repair of your inside your body, right? Cordycepine. And then we have polysaccharides, lot of polysaccharides which helps increase your immunity. Then we have adenosine, which helps with circulation and increasing your energy within your system, right? So adenosine is something which it helps your body in the circulation system, right? And when the circulation of your body is correct, you automatically feel very energized, right? So that is why cordyceps helps you increase energy as well, right? Because it has such a phenomenal active compound that these affect your body in certain way that increase your energy, right? Increase your cellular repair, right? And it has a lot of amino acids, right? And a lot of antioxidants, and these are the things which help with anti-aging, vitality. They make it keeps you younger for a long period of time, right? So it's a simple herb with multiple systems working, affecting multiple systems, which makes it a complete healing package, right? So this one herb can affect all these things, right? So this is not only something of cordyceps which we have in the belief system of TCM and Ayurveda. Now in the modern world also we have all these scientific backing and the scientific concepts, the scientific compounds which are backing cordyceps for all these purposes, right? And when we talk about how cordyceps actually work in increasing your energy, right? So we all know that there is this thing called mitochondria in the cell. How many of you know about mitochondria? Just let me know what is mitochondria. In India specifically, a lot of people know, and the only thing which most of the people remember after passing out from school from biology is mitochondria. Yes, powerhouse of the cell. So yes, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and how uh, cordyceps effect on mitochondria is it goes inside every cell of the body, right? And uh, it helps activate the mitochondria. So mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, right? But if the powerhouse is not working, there will be no power, right? So powerhouse needs to work. So what it does, the cordyceps, what it does is it goes inside your cell and it helps you like activate the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. When the mitochondria is working perfectly, your body will have power, your body will have the energy, your body will have the strength, the stability to like it will help increase all these things, right? So that is how it works. It goes inside your cell and it binds with the mitochondria, and it helps activate the mitochondria. And how else it helps is it increases oxygen uses. And how it increases oxygen uses is as it helps increase the oxygen absorption capacity of the body, right? Because oxygen is kind of a fuel, and when your mitochondria is working, it needs the fuel, right, to work. Then there is ATP, the the power molecules of your body, right? The production of ATP also increases when the mitochondria is working properly. The energy is very stable. You do not get a sudden surge in energy and then a drop. That is so not something which happens. This is a stable and energy, and it works for a long period of time. And when you have a stable energy, recovery is also fast. So that is how this cordyceps works in increasing your body's energy, increasing your body's recovery, right? That's why cordyceps, it's not a stimulant, right? It is not an energy drink which will give you energy for a short period of time, and then there will be a drastic drop in the energy, right? Which gives you jitters in the energy phase, right? So that is not something which is, it gives you stable energy. uh, this is a cellular medicine, right? That's like mobile charging only happens when your mobile battery stays on for long, when your battery is working fine, right? If your battery is weak, if your battery is very old, it will not hold the charge inside it, right? So that is a fun way of seeing it, that the cordyceps, it helps your battery to be in charge, to be in shape, and to be to hold that power within it effectively, right? Now, when we talk about the energy system healing, the cordyceps works on cellular energy, right? It works on pranic energy. It helps mitochondria. It activate mitochondria, so it works with mitochondrial energy, right? It helps increase bioelectric energy, right? And it also helps increase the vital force, the vital energy, right? So it means body, mind, energy, nervous system. Cordyceps it has an effect on all these systems. The body, the mind, energy, and the nervous system. Everything can be affected with cordyceps, right? So that is why it is such a great herb, and it is such a essential thing which we can take. Now, what are the benefit on the immunity? Now, when we talk about immunity, what do you think immunity is? Just let me know what you think of immunity as. What is immunity? Anyone? What is immunity? Is it something to do with disease? Hello, are you asleep? You're attentive or not? Okay. So immunity is something which your body has, so that it can defend off all the type of bacteria, the viruses, and it can keep it safe, right? So the cordyceps acts as immunity booster, right? It trains your immunity, it balances your immunity, avoiding body safe. Okay. uh, it helps the resistance power, right? It works like an army in the body. Yes, it works like an army inside the body, and cordyceps helps train the army, right? It keeps the army ready, the cordyceps, right? And that is how it is effective in the immunity. It help to increase your immunity. It supports recovery, improves resistance against certain kinds of bacteria, viruses, and all that system. It protects from infections and all those kind of diseases which can happen to the body. It is an immunomodulator, which means it modulates your immunity, right? It balances your immunity. Uh, it it stops our body from overreacting. It helps it regulate. It helps the immunity also regulate, right? So it's a very good immunomodulator. It creates a very good and very perfect balance inside the body, right? Now talking about respiratory health, how it helps the respiratory health. Now when we talk about respiratory health, the first thing is the breath. The breath is the energy, right? Then oxygen is the fuel, and lungs are the gate. When the gate is not open properly, the fuel cannot go inside, and there will be very less energy, right? That is one case. Second case can be that fuel is not sufficient. The gates are not, the gates are open, but the fuel is very less. That is why the energy will be low, right? But cordyceps help with the fuel absorption, which is the oxygen absorption, and it helps with the lungs absorption of the oxygen very nicely, right? It helps increase the breathing capacity. It supports the respiratory diseases, any kinds of respiratory disease there is. It helps in that also. Asthma support, it does asthma support very nicely. It helps endurance also, like it increases your energy and your stamina. So that is how it help affects respiratory health. Talking about the circulatory effect, after the lungs, the blood goes to the heart, right? And it helps improve the blood flow also. It helps improve the heart vitality, in the oxygen delivery, cellular nourishment. Because earlier also we mentioned that it goes to all the cells, and it work at the cellular level. When the cells of the body are working perfectly, all the system of the body will also be working perfectly, right? Because body is made of cells. So cellular support, cellular nourishment, circulation support, all those things it does, right? Now the next thing is brain and mental health. Like we have talked earlier, how cordyceps health helps the body, the mind, the breath, and all those things, right? So the mental clarity, it helps with mental clarity. It helps us focusing. It helps with memory. It makes your memory sharp. It uh, helps you reduce your stress a lot, right? It helps regulate the nervous system. When the nervous system is regulated perfectly, your recovery is also done very nicely. We have seen when the parasympathetic nervous system is triggered, we have lot of like recovery can be done very nicely, right? So that is something which is there. It helps with recover the modulation of the nervous system. Now hormones are like a life control system. When the hormones in the body are working perfectly, are in sync, there is very less problems which can happen in the body. So it helps regulate stress hormones, right? It helps regulate energy hormones. It helps recover the body. It helps with the recovery part, right? So cordyceps balance and supports the endocrine system. It provides support to the adrenal gland, like it makes them strong. And it helps balance the vitality. It helps increase the energy hormones also, right? So that is how it helps the hormonal balance in balancing all the hormones in the body, right? And it reduces stress hormones as well. Now cordyceps is a very good herb for sexual health and vitality, right? It helps with libido support. People who have very low libido, they can take cordyceps, and it will work very nicely for them, right? It will also help with the fertility support, reproduction system. So all these things, the sexual health is part of the vital force of our body. And cordyceps work very nicely for the vital force, protecting the life force. And this is also a life force, the sexual health and the vitality part, that is also a life force, right? So cordyceps helps with the life force and helping the vitality of the body very nicely. It helps with preserving the jing, and it is a very nice vital force enhancer, right? It helps with anti-aging as well. So when your body is absorbing oxygen very nicely, the metabolism of your body is working very nicely, right? Cellular repairs are working very nicely, so there will be very less free radicals. When there are very less free radicals, there will be very less oxidative stress on the body. When oxidative stress is very less, specifically when we talk about the skin, when oxidative stress of the skin is taken care of, there is very less wrinkle which will form on the skin, right? There are the like very less oxidative stress is on the organs. The organs are taken care of, right? Your collagen production on the skin is also taken care of if there is very less oxidative stress in the skin, right? And collagen is very important for the skin health, right? So if you take cordyceps helps with anti-aging and longevity of the body as well. It will do cellular repair. It has a lot of antioxidant as well, so there will be definitely very nicely control on free radical as well. It will protect the DNA as well, and it will make you younger and keep you younger for a long period of time. So that is why the emperors, the warriors used to take cordyceps, because they need to be young. They need to be have the stamina of a young man to keep the country safe and defend any kind of threat which is there, right? So it helps you keep youthful, and it helps you keep the youth energy as well, right? So that is how cordyceps help with the anti-aging part. Now when we talk about adaptogenic nature of cordyceps, now adapt, it makes you adapt to certain kinds of things, and when there is stress, it helps you balance it, right? So adapting is the one of the main thing for adapting is you know how to balance things. So it can help regulate stress, it can help balance the stress, it can help energy regulation. Sometimes you will feel you are full of energy, sometimes you will feel like you do not have any energy. That ups and down of the energy which is there, it will help to balance that as well with a steady energy force, right? Then there is body intelligence. It will help regulate the mind. It will help regulate the nervous system. It will make it adapt as well. Homeostasis is there. Mind body balance is also there, which is something it will make you adapt, right? In the adaptogenic system, when we talk about, whenever you will have stress, it will uh, adapt you so that your stress is taken care of and you are stress free. Whenever there is disease, it will respond to that, it will make you disease free. Whenever there is fatigue, it will give you steady power of energy, and whenever there is pressure, it will balance it, and it will make the pressure also relieved, right? When we talk about healing perspective, cordyceps, uh, it helps with self-healing, right? Its cordyceps is not a doctor or a surgeon which will heal you, but it helps your body when healing itself, right? It helps on the cellular level. It helps your cells become healthy, and when your cells are healthy, your body becomes healthy itself, right? Uh, it helps with the immune system, your nervous system. It helps recovery of the nervous system and the immune system. Cellular intelligence, it increases. It helps with recovery. It increases your body's resilience and restoration from any kind of problem which is there in your body. It helps with that as well, right? Now, modern research says this about cordyceps, that it has these scientifically proven action, which is it is immunomodulant, it modulates your immune system, it is anti-inflammatory, any kind of inflammation which is there in your body, which is mostly there in case of chronic diseases, chronic problems. It will help with inflammation, anti-inflammation also. It has lot of antioxidants, so there will be very less oxidative stress in your body, right? anti-fatigue. It will help your body with a steady energy force, so that you have a steady flow of energy, and there is not a very up and down, a very short burst of energy and then you feel weak. That is not going to be there when you take cordyceps. You remember the athlete in 1993 who broke 9 world records in one single championship, and the reason was she was using cordyceps as a medicine, right, as a supplement in her training protocol, right. It is neuroprotective as well. Any kind of neurological problem, it will help you recover from that as well. It will help protect your nervous system very nicely against any kind of threat or problems, diseases, right. Uh, so the main thing of cordyceps is that it is immunomodulator, and it works with your body to support it and to bring it out of any kind of problem. So that is something which is really nice about cordyceps. When we talk about lifestyle disease support, it is very nice, and it helps very nicely in diabetes. People with diabetes feel a lot of improvement when they take cordyceps. People with fatigue syndromes, they see a lot of improvement and a lot of steady energy when they take cordyceps. People who have weak immunity and they get sick very easily, they've observed that they start getting their immunity getting improved, right. They start getting the frequency of them getting sick start getting reduced, right. People with chronic stress, depression, they have seen very significant and amazing result when they start taking cordyceps. And people with low energy lifestyle, low energy problem, they also see that it is very nice when they start taking cordyceps. And one of the other thing is when people have low libido, they have also seen very nice effect when they start taking cordyceps, right. When spiritual The connection of spiritual energy, right, the cordyceps, it works when we talk about in energy systems, energy levels in the body. That time there is one root. When this root vitality, this root helps with stability in your body, in your health, right. It helps with root vitality, it makes your body very stable, right. Then there is solar energy. It works very nice with solar plexus, solar energy, right. And solar this energy is the powerhouse, hence it increases your energy levels, right. It increases your stamina, it increases your strength and increases your vitality. So it then works with very nicely with heart energy as well. Now heart energy is where vitality is stored, and then it makes you very your vitality is also increases, right. Then there is life force. Now life force is consciousness. You become more conscious, your brain become very clear, your mind becomes very calm. So these are the energy. When we talk about energies, these are the connections of cordyceps with these energy levels and energy systems, right. The root vitality, it increases, it helps with solar energy, heart energy, and the life force energy, it also helps with, right. Now when we talk about who actually can be benefited from taking cordyceps, although we have made it pretty clear that anyone will be benefited when they take cordyceps in some way or the other, but these are the kind of people who can definitely be benefited when they take cordyceps. The working professionals, like who have very busy lifestyle today, and they working professional, what is seen in them today, that they do not even have time to take proper meals. So when they take cordyceps, they observe that their energy levels start increasing, because that is how cordyceps works with them. Athletes, it increases their stamina, it increases their stability, it increases the oxygen absorption capacity, their lung capacity. All these things are very important for athletes, right. So athletes can take it, elderly people can take it. It will make them more energetic, and they will not feel very tired, very weak, right. It will also make them because it has anti-aging property and it has a lot of antioxidants, so they will also see a very significant reduction in maybe wrinkles, or they will start feeling very energetic when they start taking cordyceps, right. Then students, because they have to focus a lot, just like the Tibetan monks. So that is why students can also take, it improves their memory also, improves their focus power, right? uh, and then when we talk about yoga practitioners, it helps them as well, or any kind of people who do exercise, it helps them as well to take cordyceps, right? So these are the people who can take cordyceps. And when we talk about DXN cordyceps, so why we should take DXN cordyceps? So I told you it is a fungus, right? It is a mushroom. And the thing with growing mushrooms is that if it is not grown in a proper environment with the proper technique and with the proper conditions, it can have lot of adverse effects as well, right? So DXN has a very strict quality structure, right? It has a very controlled cultivation process to cultivate this cordyceps. It is a very pure form of cordyceps which we provide you with, right? It has no chemicals. We make sure that it is not contaminated in any way, and the quality standard of this is very high, the DXN cordyceps. So that is why you can take DXN cordyceps. And how you can integrate it with your lifestyle is that in the morning, like we have cordyceps coffee, cordyceps cereals we have, okay, we have cordyceps biscuit, and different types of product we have. So you can make it your morning ritual or vitality routine, right? We can have healing lifestyle. You can have conscious nutrition. Whenever you try to take conscious nutrition, you can include cordyceps in it. When you are trying to live a holistic life, that time also you can have cordyceps in your lifestyle, right? So it is a conscious medicine. Cordyceps is a conscious medicine, is not just a supplement. It is energy medicine. It is a cellular healer. It is a conscious nutrition, life force food, and vibration wellness. So these are the things cordyceps is. It's not just a supplement, it is a complete medicine. When you are feeling weak, it makes you stronger, it increases your strength. Whenever you are feeling fatigued, it increases your energy levels, right? Whenever you are feeling stressed, it calms you down, it calms your nervous system, right? Whenever there are diseases in your body, it helps them heal your body, it helps your body to heal. Whenever you have fear, you become vital and you become fearless when you start taking cordyceps. So that is why it is not just a medicine, it is a proper like energy force, it is a energy medicine, right? So we have how you can take cordyceps. We have cordyceps tablets, which you can take very easy, standardized dose, very convenient to you take, right? Very good support. It provides very good energy support to your body, right? We have cordyceps capsules. If you do not want to take tablets, you can take capsules as well. That has pure extract, right? These are very portable. We have big bottles, we have small bottles. You can to keep them in your bag when you go to office. You can eat while you are in office, right? Great for adding in morning rituals, morning lifestyle, right? Then we have cordyceps coffee. You can switch your normal coffee with cordyceps coffee, because now this coffee is infused with this great mushroom, and it provides you now energy without any jitters, right? How the caffeine normally work with jitters, it gives you energy, but with cordyceps adding infusing of this powerful herb, those jitters are also very reduced when you drink coffee, right? It gives you energy without that caffeine jitters which are usually associated with coffee, right? It has a very nice natural flavor, right? It will improve your immunity, it will boost your immunity, and help it will help you focus more on your work. Then we have cordyceps cereals also, and it is very easy to make. It is a very comes in pouch form, you can keep in your bag. Just open those, put it in a bowl, put some hot water, and your breakfast is ready. Specifically with people who are very busy, do not have proper time to eat, they can replace their meals. When they do not have the time to eat proper meal, they can replace it with spirulina cereals, right? uh, they will get good amount of fibers with all the oats and all those things which are there in the cereals. with the added benefits of the cordyceps, right? Then we have cordyceps biscuit, energy on the go. You can keep them with you whenever you want, or you can enjoy them as a snack sometime when you want to have a little bit something sweet or biscuits instead of the normal one. You can have these have multigrains instead of like complete matter. They have multigrain, also them multigrains in them, right? It's not just tasty, it is functional food, right? Alternative to sugar snacks, very nicely it can be used. Then you can have, you can have coffee in the mornings. Then you can eat these cordyceps capsules or tablets while in the office, right? You can use these as pre-workout meal or post-workout recovery. You can use those, right? So now the safety and quality standard, how DXN has a very strict and high quality standards. You will get no chemicals in these things, right? Cultivated in a very controlled environment. The purity is tested, and these are the standard packaging which is there, right? And these are the whole different types of people who can benefit from it. And that was the session for today. And I hope I could provide you with some insights of cordyceps. And if I could provide any kind of value to you, that was our aim from the DXN Clinics. If you have any questions, you can raise your hands and we can unmute and discuss those questions. If not, then we can end today's session and we will meet next week, same time for another topic, another masterclass, right? If you have any questions, you can raise your hand. If not, then we can end today's session here. I hope you enjoyed today's session. You enjoyed? I definitely enjoyed giving all these information, right? Okay, so seems like we do not have any questions. So we will end today's session and we will meet next week, right? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Recordings are will be available. We are recording these sessions. These will be available very in few weeks. These will be available on our website. But do not worry, we will have these recordings. Okay. Okay. Until next time. Bye bye. Take care.